guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be filming this Q&A video. You guys will know that I share most of my content on TikTok, but I don't really share a lot of super personal stuff, so I'm excited to be on YouTube. I'm really trying to be consistent with my videos and uploads on here, and I'm excited for this to be a way for me to share something a little bit more personal. So today's video is a Q&A. Are you from New York City originally? No, actually, I am from Ohio, and it's so funny because when I first moved here and I would tell people I was from Ohio, everyone would ask me if I grew up on a farm. Maybe like as someone who lives in Ohio, it feels like a no-brainer that like, no, I didn't grow up on a farm. But in New York, I think people just think like Midwest farmers. But no, I'm from Ohio, from Columbus, which is a super normal, like very suburban, average city. I moved here to do my undergrad actually in 2017, and I've pretty much been here ever since. Originally, I was studying journalism and communication design at Parsons, and I ended up applying to some internships in social media because I've always been really passionate and interested in photography, videography. In high school, I did a wedding video. I would do people's senior pictures. So I've always been really into doing creative stuff like that. I had a blog. I ended up just naturally interning in social media. I started working for a beauty brand on their social team, and this was actually during COVID. I had moved home. I was living with my parents, and I just started uploading on TikTok because I literally had nothing else to do. And I've always been really interested in fashion and beauty and all the lifestyle things. So yeah, I just started uploading. My videos were doing really well. I feel lucky that I got in really early on the platform. And yeah, this has been my full-time job for like two and a half years now, which is crazy. Okay, so the next question is, did you grow up cooking with your family? Which I feel like this is a question I get a lot, especially when I post my dinner parties and cooking with my boyfriend. And no, I actually didn't grow up cooking with my family. Neither of my parents are really big cooks. It wasn't until I met my boyfriend, and I think honestly on like our third or fourth date, he invited me over to make pizza at his apartment, and I was kind of like, okay, I'm down. And I always have found cooking really interesting. I feel like as a creative person, like I love putting things together, but I never really had that knowledge. And then as we started dating and everything, he would just cook so much for me, and I picked up on so many things. And then once we moved in together in New York, I wanted to host a dinner party. So that's when I really started going out on my own and cooking stuff. And really, I just learned from doing, like looking on YouTube at recipes, following recipes. I still follow recipes, but I think the more you do it, the better you get. Okay, so next question I feel like is a really good follow-up. It is, what is my guilty pleasure meal? And for me, it truly is a charcuterie board. I could eat cheese and salami and prosciutto and little mini pickles all day long. Anything with carbs and cheese, I'm down for. How much does it cost to throw a dinner party? So for me, throwing a dinner party usually costs between like anywhere from $500 to, I've thrown one before that cost probably $5,000, but I was working with a brand's budget, which was really nice. But I definitely go all out. And one thing I want you guys to remember is that this is my job. So putting together these dinners is part of my business for me, and it's something that I'm doing creatively to also give you guys inspiration. But by no means do you need to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars to put together a nice dinner party. I always tell people, get your friends involved, make a group chat, everyone go to Trader Joe's, buy some flowers, buy some pre-made meals, make something from scratch if you want. You can make like one dish, it doesn't have to be every dish, and just like get creative with it. You don't need to go out and buy a bunch of new things or elaborate ingredients or all of that. It's really about curating a nice environment and spending time with your friends and the people that you love. What goals do you have for 2025? Which, oh my gosh, I have so many. Not a lot that are work related. Of course, I have, you know, those goals that I set for myself every year, but really for me this year, I'm like all about doing things in real life. I feel like as a content creator, I spend so much time consuming content, sharing content. Like I feel like I'm always online, I'm always on my phone. So for me, I really want to start being more active. I have ADHD. So when I go to the gym and it's just like lifting weights or even like Pilates or yoga, at times I find it a little bit boring and disengaging. So I'm really gonna challenge myself to start taking some dance classes. I feel like that just gets my adrenaline going and gets me excited. So I really wanna try some salsa dancing classes. I also really wanna try out some oil painting classes. I did a lot of oil painting in high school when I was in my art classes, and I loved it. It's hard when you're in an apartment because, you know, the fumes of the paint are, you know, very strong, but I would love to go maybe to like one of the schools in the city or something and just find a space where I can delve back into that. The next question is, what is your style philosophy? And actually, I'm about to launch a series on my YouTube channel called Capsule Colors, where I'm going to go all through how I've curated my capsule wardrobe, how I style things, what my favorite investment pieces are. So you guys will get a glimpse of that in that series, which I'm really excited about. So subscribe if you haven't so you can see when that goes live. The next question is, what is something that no one knows about you? I feel like maybe the fact that I have a twin, because I don't really post with her that much. She doesn't like to do videos with me that often, but I'll put a picture on the screen so you guys can see. Let me know in the comments if you think that we look alike. We are fraternal and I'm 5 minutes older, and she lives all the way across the country. She actually lives in Vancouver, so we don't get to see each other as often as I would like. But yeah, I feel like most people don't know that I'm a twin. And then the last question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Which, man, I do not know. I feel like right now I'm really focused on my business, growing my brand, putting out more content for you guys. YouTube is a big priority for me. I just feel like it's a better way for me to connect with my audience compared to TikTok. TikTok is fun for like short entertaining things, but really I want to invest more in YouTube. And then in my personal life, I'd really love to buy a house over the next 5 years. You guys know I love all the trinkets, all the hosting stuff. I love to cook, and a lot of that takes up so much space. I also love to shop, I love shoes. I really would love to have like my own home where I have room for everything. I can play around with designing different rooms. So that's all the questions answered. This was really fun to do. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions that you'd like to hear me answer, any other video requests that you'd like to see. I'm hoping to do some collab videos with some other creators. I don't want to say too much, but let me know in the comments if there's any creators that you would love to see on my channel. And yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting me on my YouTube journey, and I'll see you in the next one.